Hello everyone, this is the episode review. There's a lot to go over. I'm gonna just briefly explain how I watch the episodes. I go to the TAKARA YouTube channel, CORO, get a VPN. I use TunnelBear for a VPN, but you can use whatever, it doesn't have to be TunnelBear. Set the country to Japan, and that's how I watch the episodes on the TAKARA YouTube channel. We're gonna get started. There actually is a new opening, which I accidentally glossed over because I usually just skip the opening. I didn't think there'd be a new one, actually. The new visuals are ZANKYE with the crew of Hyuga and Hikaru. And then after, it just goes over all the legends and everything. You get some really nice moments with the pairings, and it's really cool. And that's really it for the new opening that they have, though it is really cool to see that they did it. I didn't expect they'd do it. It is very minor, just really the visuals. It makes me question Shu a lot more, and I'll probably repeat that more. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. So, it's really interesting, this episode. I do gotta say, though, and I'm not sure if I'm the only one, there were some shots in the episode where kind of characters looked a little bit off-model, and it wasn't one of those things where it was an in-between frame, right? Now, what that means in between, it's like in the movement, in between that, you know, they have a little thing to put for that movement. No, it just some of them kind of look a little bit off, but it's only for some parts in the episode. But I don't know, this is not like, if you're expecting something crazy animation wise, don't. So they explain how this thing works. So I had to look at I had to do like a double take on looking at it. So I guess they're just gonna run through the gauntlet of all the possible matches, I guess, and then after, I guess whatever team, I don't know, whatever team has the most advances or whatever, something like that. If someone, for whatever reason, does have the answer, even if it's, you know, whenever able to actually get an idea of how this works, let me know. From what I'm able to understand, it's just whatever team just get the most points on that board. That's the simplest way I could understand it. So everyone's watching the tournament thing, and they're talking about the match, where they say it's Shu and Lane versus Hyuga and Hikaru. And, you know, you get this little moment where Harry looks up at Lane. So, yeah, no, I guess at first maybe Harry was a little bit scared of Lane, I guess. You know, he still has his pet and everything. Regardless, you know, it is nice to have the moments of, you know, Harry, just because, you know, comedic and everything. So match 1 is Shu and Lane versus Hyuga and Hikaru. Then after, the second one is Silas and Free and Rentaro and Aiga. So this is the most interesting part, because I might be eating my own words previously, or like taking it back. Now, I have a theory on this. So first of all, it's gonna happen the same with the next episode, which, again, if you're watching the episode review and for some reason you're still surprised me talking about it, you know, but they asked you why did he partner up with Lane, and I don't know exactly what Shu says there, but, you know, it kind of just like brushes them aside. Now, what I think is this. Now, obviously, it's a lot of people probably would say, well, was Shu just evil again? Well, not necessarily. I don't think that. I think Shu is trying to play off the idea that is a little bit more like, I guess, the old Red Eye days, but I don't think he's actually evil. I think he's doing this on purpose to get closer to Lane, which I think makes the most amount of sense. You know, because Shu before, when he tried to reach out to Lane as like how he normally would, you know, Lane just brushed him aside. So Shu decides to go back to his old emo days, and then after, you know, now Lane and him are kind of bonding. And I guess that's what they kind of do in the battle. So they basically go over the stadium. So for how I understand the stadium works, the centerpiece, which is, what is it? It's the Ultimate Storm Stadium. The centerpiece has a storm plate, and I guess that's constantly free spinning, which reminds me of the Mugen Stadium, although it's not really. It reminds me of that stadium, what was it? I think it was with is it Fenrith or Fenner, whatever? That stadium where like the pieces were like constantly spinning around. Has TT released for Burst a specific stadium like that? Not talking about the anime, like a product like that? Because I thought of the Mugen, but even then, I don't really know. There's like a little part where they go up, I guess, and go back down, and the centerpiece kind of spins. So I guess for any Hasbro fans, this probably gives us an idea of how they're going to do it. Although I don't know how they'll pull off the stadium, because if that part's supposed to be spinning, right? How are they going to do it? Unless they do an electronic stadium, which does not sound like Hasbro at all. They'll probably just have it where the surge zone is just there, and it'll probably be kind of very similar to the Vortex climb. Now that I think about it, maybe a little bit modified, but yeah. Anyways, the battle starts, right? And since this is a new stadium, no one knows how to use the stadium. Hyuga keeps on trying, so does Hikaru. Lane tries, it doesn't work. Lane tries to go for it again, and Shu actually attacks Lane, saying, "Stop, it's quite useless to try to go for that part, you can't do it." So then after Hikaru and Hyuga are like, well, we're probably gonna lose, so let's limit break right away. Then they go on those ends of the stadium, and then they go down, and yeah, guess what? No, yeah, Shu's had enough, man. Shu just snaps, dude. He just masters the storm plate. Does World Slash, and dude, it is such a cool combination. So he does World, this is like impossible to replicate in real life. He does World Slash, knocks it up in the air, and Shu's like, Lane, no, now you do your stuff. And Lucifer limit breaks, and it's actually what we see in the opening, where basically Lucifer limit breaks and it slams them two down, and they lose to a burst finish. So I don't think there's any surprises with this one. I would expect that Shu and Lane would easily defeat the twins. Then after, which kind of is annoying, that we don't really see too much of the Aiga and Ranjiro versus Free and Silas. Might mix up the names there. Just because they waste a little bit, they kind of wasted some time on like the exposition, and they didn't really have to. And I don't know, like, I think personally, I don't think we really needed that cut to when the twins lost and then have to like, look to the screen and the match is going on. So basically, Achilles hits Fafnir, and Fafnir is spin stealing. Free obviously taunts, saying it's useless. Then after he gets, wow, I just realized that. They had the same shot of Aiga there, and then after they just put a cut in of Silas, huh? Well, Silas and Ranjiro are clashing. So Ranjiro obviously activates his stamina wings, and he's blocking Satan. Achilles does its infinite sword, or its infinite attack. It gets Fafnir, and manages they both kind of push each other back, and then after it is technically a draw for Achilles and Fafnir. Then after Satan thinks that he can take advantage of that, and Aiga relieves in Ranjiro. And it's weird because Ragnarok had no stamina left and it was about to lose, but it used the surge zone of the stadium to build up speed for a second, and then it outspun Satan. So then after Ranjiro and Aiga won, although it was a little bit weird, we do get a better shot of the stadium here. Again, I'm just curious how Hasbro's gonna handle it. That's like the cool thing with Hasbro, whether you hate the base system, stadiums are still pretty fun, and it's very fun to see how they'll execute it. So next week we do see a glimpse of, again, a similar part where Rantaro and Volt are questioning Shu, and we do see, this one should be Volt and Rantaro against Drum and Louie. So it's very interesting to see it. I always liked the Drum and Louie pairing. Who I think will probably take this, I'm not too sure. It's either it'll be Louie and Drum, just because, or maybe Ragnarok will pull off what his brother did and maybe gets a stamina win somehow, or does something. Overall thoughts is, it's more interesting the setup that they're doing, and I'm very curious why Shu be acting a little bit sus. I don't know, it's so weird, like, it's one thing to, like, fool Lane, but why wouldn't he, like, tell his closer friends? I don't know, man. I don't know. I think he's just trying to fool everyone, because maybe if they know that Shu's just playing around, that, I don't know, maybe Lane figures out or something. You gotta let me know in the comments, man. I'm probably wrong. I'm probably wrong. Maybe Shu is evil now. Maybe. But probably it's just faking it. Probably. Anyways, that's going to be it for now. Let me know your thoughts in the comments as well. We will be getting a huge load of information coming off of the weekend. I'll obviously only be reporting on it through official release. So let's say TAKARA TOMY Mall. If there is a tweet on it, then I'll do it. As well, yeah, we will have anime battles of this. I already did the Shu and the Lane one, so I can't wait to see Ragnarok and Achilles lose to Satan and Fafnir IRL. Anyways, thank you all for watching. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful day, and bye.